Hey guys, Folded Legs here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's video, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a new upload. It only takes a second, but it helps us grow and keeps the community strong. Plus, it lets me know you're enjoying the content so I can keep bringing you even more. Alright, let's get started. Hey everyone, before this video starts, quick disclaimer. I have already shot every part of this video, but for some reason my gameplay has not saved, so I am short on time and I do not have any extra time to set that up. I apologize, but it's just how it is. Yes, there's gameplay in the background. No, it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. It's just so you don't have to stare at my face for 16 minutes. Straight while we break down anime in detail. Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive in, here's a reminder of what this series is all about. These Attack on Titan reviews are not quick surface level takes, they're deep dives. I'll be breaking down episodes in detail, pulling in the manga for comparison, mixing in my own perspective, and yeah, throwing in some humor so we all survive this emotional roller coaster together. For now, you're getting this one massive breakdown. New anime reviews will drop on Fridays, and every Saturday will be Attack on Titan Deep Dive Day. It's a big project, but I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying making it. Episode 6 does something Attack on Titan does so well. It cuts between past and present to hit you twice as hard. The first half looks back at the cadets' graduation. After years of brutal training drills and humiliating failures, they finally earn their uniforms. But the anime makes sure this doesn't feel like a celebration. The ranking system, the way some faces beam with pride while others are frozen with fear. It's not about glory. It's about who will die sooner and who might live long enough to see old age. We learn what paths they're choosing. Zhang makes no secret that he wants the safety of the military police, while Eren throws himself headfirst toward the Survey Corps. His speech burns with the same rage he's carried since. Episode 1, his mother's death is the fuel, and vengeance is his engine. Mikasa and Armin, of course, stick by him. Not because it's smart, but because they refuse to abandon him. That bond is already stronger than fear. And then the episode rips us back into the present. The colossal Titan has breached trust. Titans are swarming in, and the cadets are being deployed into their first real battle. What should have been a moment of pride, we're soldiers now, instantly turns into a nightmare. This is where it happens. Eren dies, or at least that's what everyone, including us as the audience, is led to believe. In the chaos, Armin freezes, and a Titan swallows him whole. At the last possible second, Eren yanks him back out, but at the cost of his own life. The Titan clamps down, blood sprays, and we watch Eren disappear into its throat. Armin's scream is the only thing left. This moment shattered me the first time I saw it. You don't kill your main character 6 episodes in, except here. You do, and it's brutal. Eren's dream, his rage, his determination, all of it gets cut short in a single instant. The shock ripples through everything that follows. Mikasa hasn't even found out yet, but when she does, her world is going to break. Armin can barely function, drowning in guilt, convinced it's his fault. And the cadets, who were just students an episode ago, are realizing that this is what being a soldier really means. Episode 6 ends not with triumph, but with despair. The cadets are officially soldiers now, but their first mission is already drenched in blood. Episode 7 picks up in the middle of that despair. Eren is gone, or so everyone believes, and now the battle for Trost rages on without him. The cadets are in pieces. Some are frozen in fear, some run, and others are cut down instantly. Training did nothing to prepare them for this. You can feel the hopelessness. These are kids, not heroes, and their first encounter with Titans proves it. Armin is crushed under the weight of guilt. His eyes are vacant, his voice cracks, and he keeps replaying that moment in his head, on pushing him out of the Titan's jaws. It's survivor's guilt in its rawest form. I felt that scene deep because I know what it's like to replay moments where someone else paid the price and you wonder if you could have done more. That kind of thought doesn't leave you. Mikasa, though, responds in the opposite way. When she learns Eren is gone, she doesn't collapse. She explodes. She takes command of the other cadets, barking orders, refusing to let despair swallow them whole. And when she launches herself into combat, it's breathtaking. This is the first time we see the full scale of her ability, and the anime doesn't hold back. She's faster, sharper, and deadlier than anyone else. Titans fall one after another under her blades. But even Mikasa isn't invincible. When her gas runs out mid-battle, she crashes back to reality. She's about to die, and the mask of confidence shatters. That scene broke me because it reminded me of moments when my own chair failed, when the brakes gave out or I ended up stuck somewhere dangerous. 1 second you're pushing forward, the next second everything falls apart. For Mikasa, it's not just about dying. It's about dying without ever seeing Aang again. And then comes the twist. Out of nowhere, another Titan shows up. But this one doesn't attack humans, it attacks other Titans. The image is surreal. Humanity's greatest enemy suddenly fighting on their side. It smashes through Titans like they're nothing, leaving the cadets stunned. The episode ends on that shock. Eren is dead, the cadets are falling apart, and yet hope appears in the unlikeliest of forms. For the first time, we're forced to ask, are Titans really what we think they are? Episode 8 wasted no time picking up the momentum from last episode's shock. The cadets are still falling apart, the Titans are tearing through Trost, and then out of nowhere, this new Titan shows up. And it isn't like the others. Instead of running straight toward humans like an all-you-can-eat buffet, this thing is killing its own kind. At first, nobody knows what to make of it. Is it a fluke? Is it a distraction? Or is it somehow on humanity's side? Watching this new Titan fight is incredible. It doesn't stumble around like the mindless ones. It's calculated, almost tactical. The way it rips through Titans makes you feel something you probably thought you'd never feel in this show: hope. For once, the monsters aren't unstoppable. For once, the battlefield feels like it isn't already lost. But here's the thing, that hope comes with confusion. Armin is still drowning in guilt over Eren's death, and this just makes his emotions even messier. He's watching Titans kill Titans, and he doesn't know what to believe anymore. Meanwhile, the other cadets are torn between shock and survival. Do they trust this anomaly? Or do they just get out while they still can? This episode also gives us one of Mikasa's most human moments. She's still processing Eren's loss, and even though she's stronger than anyone around her, the cracks are showing. When she sees the Titan fighting on their side, you can almost feel the storm inside her, a mix of anger, grief, and the tiniest spark of belief that maybe all is not lost. The manga handles this scene with a little more speed, but the anime really takes its time to show the cadets' reactions. The drawn-out expressions, the fear, the disbelief, it all lands harder in animation. It's not just action, it's atmosphere. For me, this episode also hits because it shows something I felt myself. Sometimes life throws you into chaos, and just when you're at your lowest, something totally unexpected gives you a reason to keep going. For me, that's been people, moments, or even hobbies. I didn't see coming, little sparks that kept me moving when I wanted to stop. For the cadets, that spark is this Titan tearing through their enemies like a wrecking ball. Episode 8 ends with more questions than answers, but that's the beauty of it. We're left hanging, wondering what this Titan really is, and whether humanity might finally have a weapon of its own. But one thing's for sure, the fight for Trost just changed forever. Episode 9 opens in the aftermath of chaos. Titans are still everywhere, the cadets are scattered, and fear is at its peak. But the thing nobody can ignore is that one Titan, the one that isn't like the others. Instead of mindlessly charging at humans, it's ripping Titans apart like a professional wrestler on a bad day. The cadets don't know whether to run from it or cheer for it. This is where the tension really kicks in. Armin, still broken over Aaron's death, starts to notice something about the way this Titan fights. It's not random, not sloppy. It's purposeful. The strikes are clean, the movement's precise. This isn't a mindless beast. There's something human about it, and that realization is terrifying and comforting at the same time. Mikasa, meanwhile, is caught between despair and duty. Losing Anne left her hollow, but when she sees this Titan tearing through enemies, she can't help but think of him. That connection, that gut instinct, is the thread that holds her together here. She doesn't have proof, but her heart is screaming that this Titan matters. One of the most powerful things about this episode is how the anime shows the cadets reacting differently. Some think this new Titan is just another monster that'll turn on them any second. Others start to believe maybe it's a miracle. It's messy, it's uncertain, and it feels exactly like how people really would act in a crisis, divided, clinging to whatever explanation makes sense to them. The manga gets to the point a little quicker, but the anime slows down to let us sit in the paranoia. You feel the distrust building, the desperation bubbling over. And honestly, I love that choice. Because this isn't just about Titans. It's about people deciding whether to believe in something new when everything they've known screams at them not to. I can't ignore how personal this hits for me. There have been times where everyone around me was certain I couldn't do something, where the safe assumption was that I'd fail. And the truth is, sometimes I needed that one person, that one chance, or that one unexpected break to prove otherwise. For the cadets, that break is this Titan standing between them and total annihilation. Episode 9 ends with the question that will define the rest of the arc. Is this Titan humanity's enemy, or is it something else entirely? For the first time, survival might depend on trusting the unthinkable. Episode 10 shifts gears from nonstop chaos to something almost scarier, politics and paranoia. The cadets are still reeling, the Titans are still swarming, and now the brass wants answers. Word has spread about the Titan that's been killing other Titans, and instead of everyone agreeing, hey, maybe this is a good thing, the soldiers immediately split. Some believe this new Titan is humanity's best chance at survival. Others insist it's just another freak accident that will turn on them the second they trust it. And honestly, that feels real. In a crisis, people rarely agree. Fear doesn't just divide, it eats at you. This is where Armin finally steps into a bigger role. He's still crushed under the weight of Aaron's death, but he starts realizing that maybe the unthinkable is true. Maybe this Titan is different. Maybe it's something worth risking everything on. Watching him find his voice, even through the guilt and self-doubt, hit me hard. Because I know what it's like to feel like the weakest link, only to realize you might have something valuable to contribute after all. Mikasa also shines in this episode. She's angry, she's grieving, but she refuses to break. Every order she barks, every move she makes, it's like she's holding the group together by sheer willpower. And the irony is, she doesn't even know how close the truth is. Because while she's fighting to keep the cadets alive, we as the audience are starting to piece it together. This Titan fighting Titans isn't random. There's something or someone inside. The manga plays this reveal a little faster, but I actually think the anime nails the build-up. The uncertainty, the whispers, the way characters glance at each other, you can feel the tension tightening like a rope about to snap. And then the cliffhanger. That Titan collapses, the smoke clears, and lying there in the aftermath is... And he's alive. Somehow, impossibly, the boy who was just eaten whole is standing again. The looks on the cadets' faces say it all: confusion, fear, disbelief. How do you explain the impossible? That's where the episode leaves us, not with answers, but with the biggest question so far. What is Iron Jaeger now? And that's where I'll leave you this week, too. If you made it this far, drop a comment and tell me, would you have trusted that Titan, or would you have run the other way? I want to know how you'd have reacted in the middle of Trost. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through these breakdowns. And job if Sasha dies me right in the comments, so I know you're a real one. Attack on Titan deep dives will be every Saturday alongside fresh anime reviews on Fridays. This is only the beginning, and trust me, it gets wilder from here.